Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the 2023 Down East Players Cup, presented by Gatekeeper Media and powered by Basket Bashers. This is an exciting A-Tier in Greenville, North Carolina that we have been covering for many years now, and it's always a pleasure to come here and showcase these courses. Here at the Meadowbrook, West Meadowbrook Park, bringing you the back nine. My name is Chris German, and we have Derek Scull.
What is up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to the back nine. Hope you enjoyed the coverage so far. We've been enjoying bringing this for, like Chris said, years now. We got Andrew and Nathan both at 3 down right now. A lot of green on those cards. Let's see if they can keep the momentum moving forward.
Yeah, a couple big putts and a couple bogeys. This back nine, a couple tough holes coming up. Hole 10, 528-foot par 4. Pretty straight with a slight bend to the right. We may see some rollers if you have it. Lefty, just throw a straight shot with a steady finish to the right. Then the second shot is the tough one where the gap gets a little tight and those trees can really kind of grab your disc, depending on what your lie looks like on your first shot. Couple different gaps you can kind of find. You can stay straight and to the left. You can go a little to the right. You can honestly just throw a 300-foot straight shot and probably be able to see the basket.
Yeah, I was going to say, as a righty, your ideal shot would be like a late flip, something that has a lot of glide there. So once it does flip, it just carries you right into the middle because that's the safest place to be.
Little turn for Nathan. He's going to push over to the left. I'd say left may be a little better. You might have a better out than getting pinched over to the right there. That was a great shot from MJ. Paul's making this look pretty easy. Puts himself inside 20 feet.
Oof. Not what you want to see. That's just a safe play from, I believe, Nathan.
Yep. Yeah, Nathan just having to pitch out. MJ in a great spot to attack for the birdie. Wanted it up. Shouldn't be any problem, though. His distance is pretty short on this one, so easy for these guys to get up and down. Marwede.
It's out there.
Does just that. Puts it well inside the circle for his par look.
Yeah, solid 3 from MJ.
Yeah, the patented no look as it goes in. Puts another green box on his scorecard, sitting at 3. Good par for Nathan after getting caught up in those woods over there to the left.
We'll see if Marwede can follow suit. But from his approach shot going awry.
And he's in. Looks like the wind, if it is windy, this is one of the holes that gets a really weird gust, as you can see. It just comes from so many different places. Luckily, it looks like it's a little down right now. Two and two.
All right. Hole 11. Going to be a 573-foot par 4. Really, you're going to want something that's going to carry to the right just enough to give you plenty of room to approach into the mouth. You got the fence here guarding it, so any low shots are going to be not in play at all. You also kind of have a ceiling in that corridor to contend with as well.
Yeah, I absolutely love this hole. It's a cool little snake pattern. You have OB on the left side.
And that's too wide.
I think that's coming into the OB. Yeah. So that plays over to 12's fairway. Paul's going to be in a tough spot there. Throwing 3 and still pinched off. That's bogey at best.
And that should be good for MJ.
Yeah, you can get either in front or behind that last tree there. You can, as long as you get to the right of that tree, it opens up that second shot. That is perfect.
Yeah, textbook.
Yeah, if you can put it to the mouth just like that, that's even better. That should be an easy 3 with a good executed second shot.
And we should be able to see Nathan following the vapor trails here, not getting as much ground play, and he's going to be a little pinched off there.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough shot. MJ. Tough to see if that got over.
Wow. All right. You heard it hit the fence, but that means he should be just about right there.
Oh, Marwede making it look so easy. That is awesome to see. This Paul is so far over that he's going to try to go down 12's fairway with a cut roller. Oh, wow. And it's in bounds technically now. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that before in all the years that we've been covering this event. That was very interesting because he was throwing from another fairway.
Yeah, I think that's just a testament to how creative you can get, and it's about course management, knowing how to take your medicine, giving something with the highest probability, where that shot probably saved him 1 to 2 strokes in and of itself.
Yeah, that was an OG play there. It was like a Paul Macbeth play as he gets a bogey. That's awesome. Because after that cut roller, I was like, oh, that's OB again. There's no way. But that's why you got to know your rules and look at the caddy guide. Par 5 on the course. Hole 12, 868 feet, 264 meters. Pretty tough. We have OB to the left the whole way. OB on the right as well. OB on the right cuts off as we get to the mouth here. Pretty challenging par 5 overall. If you get 2 really good shots off, you'll get to this mouth. You should have a pretty easy approach. But if you find OB, your strokes can add up really quick. If you end up to that right side, you see all those guardian trees. It can get very tricky in there as well.
And for visualization of not being able to have the fly through here, the general direction is, you know, close to like between a rainbow and a horseshoe in shape.
Yeah, this first shot, you want to get really far right, and then you kind of want to get really far right again, and then again.
Yeah, and it's, you know, this tee shot is very important because you carry too far straight OB, leaving yourself a lot of work to do to even get to the mouth of the woods.
Yeah.
That late flip. Yeah, perfect.
That's good. That should be your center cut. We have a short tee pad that does come into play. With this shot, you really just want to get it out there and throw it far enough that you have a good third shot, but don't throw it too far because you can go OB pretty quick. So if you get too aggressive, you can see the white flag right there. MJ getting close to that. Great shot from Nathan, putting it right to the mouth. Should be an easy third shot for a birdie look. I do like roller on this play.
Plays with the OB.
And our card doing a good job of not getting too caught up on the right. As I say that, Andrew gets a little bit to the right, but in years past, there's usually one person who gets pretty caught up over there. So MJ should have a long look for birdie. Oh, that was pretty. These guys are actually pinched a little bit, having to get flexy.
Oh, loved the shape. With the pine straw there near the green, landing short. Letting the ground do it for you is most certainly in play.
Yeah, we have this little bowl that the basket sits in. MJ gets the turkey.
Very clean.
Couple great birdies from our card. There's one more. Nathan back on the board. Marwede in for his par. It's interesting because it's a bowl, but then it's kind of a raised basket. But how you stand, it's kind of like a level basket.
Hole 3 is the par 4 here. That forks. It's going to split into two. So technically we have a little bit of a multi-line situation. 513 foot. I do believe OB is behind the basket, but really shouldn't come into play. You're going to see a lot of people electing for this main gap here right up front. Really just want to get to the edge there.
Yeah, I love this hole. Great tunnel shot. If you get out of the mouth of the gap, that is an amazing shot. Makes a very easy second shot. There is that OB on the left side, which plays the same OB as hole 12. Definitely can come into play. So if you fade a little too far to the left on this shot,
right in the middle.
that's
Should
not the
be an
worst
easy
because
out.
I was going to say it's a pretty short hole. So even with that early hit, he should be able to give himself a look for eagle. Oof. As that could go be. Ooh, very close. As Paul is finding himself on the tail end of the right side fairway. And gives that a good flare.
But as you can see, this hole does lend to, if you do want to chance the hyzer, that feeds right into the mouth, exiting the woods, just the same as the straight shot.
Good approach from MJ. Should be an easy par.
Wow, what a putt.
Yeah, we've seen some big putts this round. Pretty low key though. It's almost like we expected out of all these guys. This is to add another one on the board for Nathan. He gets it. It's gonna put him to 5.
All right.
Paul sitting at 4, and then we got a 5-5-5 with MJ, Marwede, and Nathan. Pretty close. I would love to see them push the tee pad back even a little more. So after a full shot, still have a second shot that gets you out of the mouth. As we're moving to hole 14, par 3, 413 feet. This one has been pushed back in years past. Basket's also been pushed over up against this tree line. So this is a very fun hole, low ceiling overall. The righties want to get a good flaring skip that goes to the left.
That's too far right.
Yeah, Nathan did not get any type of flip. Hopefully that stayed out on the edge of the wood line. This is what I was talking about with the righty. It sets up really good, and then you get a no skip because he hit the tree. Oh.
Marwede going with the high flex. Pushes a little too far right, but should be able to get up and down pretty clearly there. And that needs a little more bite on it too.
He's going to be over there with Nathan. Yeah, right next to each other. Ooh. Andrew's over here as well. Oh, that was Andrew in there. Nathan is in a much more difficult situation. Little flick roller just to save his par.
Sit down, sit down.
And he does
That'll do, yeah.
I feel like the flick roller is such an important shot to have with a putter, being able to get out. Gets you out of jail so many times.
Oh.
Dang.
Tag and metal even with getting caught up.
Marwede in for his pars. We should see a series of pars here.
Yay.
He's happy with that one.
Yeah, I would be too.
Par frame for the boys.
Maybe I need to save one for the next drive.
Time delay, dude. That's a courtesy violation.
That's a stroke. You're down by 3 now, potty mouth.
All right, we got hole 15, 551 foot par 4. I really like this hole as well. Really straight shot to get to where the drone is turning now. Pretty standard 2 to 3 stage shot. A lot of sand in the green, so a lot of ground play there as well. You can definitely pick your gap. You'll see there is a Mando far down there, so you need to stay right of that. But you got, I'd say, 3 workable gaps here.
Yeah, as 2 of our competitors try to go down that straight gap. Goal here is to kind of just get to the top of the hill.
That tree giving a couple of the boys trouble.
Yeah, the first third of this hole is Playing tricky as MJ takes that, I would say, easier right gap, but then you have those trees come into play. See how aggressive Nathan gets. I was thinking very aggressive, but that might be a little pinched. Some trees over there that kind of put you in a tough spot. We'll see if he made it through. Is even these guys getting caught up early? As the weather's coming in.
Yeah, at the drop of a hat, too.
Yeah, you can see the...
We watched it real time.
Yeah, just on hole 10, I was talking about how it was pretty calm.
Oh, wow.
As it is starting to come in. Nathan
Umbrellas are out.
Yeah, it got wet fast. The rain is coming down.
Oh.
This has got to be such a tough... I mean, they have their umbrellas, so it was in the forecast, but it's got to be tough when you're almost through your entire round and then it comes here at the end. Really throw you off.
Yeah, it really goes to show the importance. I mean, they're damn near done the round. The rest of the field is done, or, you know, almost at this point. So for just 3 holes, 3.5 holes. So
Hey,
that's
make
something
the
to
future
consider
card.
too. Like, yeah, like having to lug all the extra equipment for only using it for that little bit.
Yeah, seriously. So we're moving to hole 16. We got a Mando to the right of that tree that we passed. This one's all about speed control, I would say. It's kind of, you don't need a lot here. You just throw a mid-range. It's very easy to kind of over-crank it and turn it over. Or push it too long into those trees. Looks like MJ executed that. So this is a tough angle for Nathan, but he's able to hit it. Should probably be circle 2.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's really good. That should be well inside the circle.
I think maybe a little grip lock there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ooh, man. He's been so close to this round so many times. Not even counting the ones he has put in.
Oh, just shy for Nathan.
Oh, no. Paul with the lone birdie on the card. And bring him to 5, making this race between this feature card all that much closer. This hole 17, tough hole with some trouble that comes into play, so tough way to finish.
Hole 17, 371-foot par 3. You got 2 lanes here as well, and then it swoops down into the green. There is OB behind the basket, pretty close, well within the circle. And again, just these last final holes, ground play really is something that you have to keep in mind.
Yeah, Oman overturning that. Some people hit that tree right in the middle of the gap. This is a pretty tough hole overall in years past. You usually see the field struggle with this one. It's hard to get past those last guardian trees to get yourself inside the circle. Nathan's getting caught up early, which sets up for a difficult approach. Marwede as well.
I think in years past there was also drop zone in play as
no.
well.
Nathan finding the OB.
Oh, wow. See, it's so close.
Marwede as well.
Oh, okay.
All right, he's good.
MJ's filtered quite a bit down there.
Yeah, and so did Paul's. I didn't think Paul had a circle's edge putt for birdie, but he does. And he gets it. Great putt from him. And just like that, that could be a round killer. Nathan for his bogey as well. MJ with a par putt. So Paul taking quite a few strokes from the rest of the card. Tough hole. We're going to get to hole 18. Par 3, 354 feet. We have this gap we need to miss right here. And then we have OB that comes up pretty quick on the right side. And then you have OB a little bit long. I'd say OB right is the only time it could really come into play. But you kind of want to throw a hyzer flip, I think, with a late drift. Like that, but yeah, too far right, so it's going to go OB. So there is a playground over there. This is looking great.
Yeah.
This is much better. And that's it. Just a nice little hyzer flip.
And that should check up nicely.
Yeah, he should have probably like a 20-footer on the left side there. Hopefully there's no trees in between him and the basket.
I think that's a tad high for Marwede.
Yeah, that's looking...
Yeah.
Yep.
He's going with the big kind of hyzer putts all day with this for this distance.
Yeah, he's unable to get one to finish him off to save par. Same with Paws. He's going to be looking at a bogey as well. But MJ getting the 7. That's a great round from him. Has him tied for 4th. It's a good chance he would be on lead card.
Good to see a bounce back from Nathan here to close out round 1.
Yeah, and that wasn't his first one either, so goes to show the resilience, adversity that he's able to overcome.
And Marwede going bogey, largely in part with OB.
Yeah, tough way to finish. Rain comes in, a couple OB strokes, kind of takes you out of the mix a little bit. So it's going to finish it up for round 1 as we take a look at our scores. MJ clean back 9, putting them at 7. A couple bogeys there at the end when the weather came in. Very interesting turn of events for the guys. As we take a look at what we're going to have for round 2. Rust Bus in the lead. Gavin Rathbun and then Benjamin, a new face to our coverage.
Well, thanks again, folks, for tuning in to Gatekeeper Media Presents the 2023 Down East Players Cup, powered by Basket Bashers. We will see you for round 2 at a new course.